Benson speaking.
Yeah?
Duke just came in. Says O'Hara met with an unfortunate accident.
Nothing serious, I hope.
No. Just fell in the river and forgot to come up.
Okay, Benson. Now we got a chance to work easier.
Sure enough. And you want Duke to get started on a fur deal?
Yeah, right away. I'll check with you later.
Right.
Come in.
Hello, Cameron.
Good afternoon, sir.
Why, I didn't expect to see you so soon.
It's pretty close this time.
Did you, get the film?
No, I didn't. I grabbed it before your men arrived and got away on a motorcycle. Duke chased me, and when my tire blew, I went over the cliff. I must have blacked out when I hit, because I don't remember a thing until I came to the surface.
And the film is at the bottom of the river where it can do nobody any harm.
Yes, and no good either. Here we are right back where we started from, with no clues and no leads, and the Murkland gang still doing business as usual.
Not quite, Commissioner. Going back to the farmhouse, we picked up a couple of things that might prove very valuable.
You did? What are they?
This page from the newspaper with an item torn out of it. And this incompletely burnt memo slip.
I don't see how you can make anything out of this.
Well, I can try with some equipment I have in my apartment. Came out pretty clear. It's a shipping order. 126 Front Street. Metal drum covers.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But I'll check the address and see what gives. In the meantime, you check the newspaper files on that missing clipping. Let's go. When you're through, meet me at 126 Front Street.
Right.
Nice job, Finch.
Thanks.
Once we get the tops of these drums filled with fuel, no copper in the world will suspect they're phonies. And that includes O'Hara. Say again.
Make it soon. I'd like to get an estimate on a job.
Oh, sorry, but you see the boss is out, and I don't know anything about prices.
It's all right. I'll wait.
Oh, but he won't be back until tomorrow morning. Why don't you come around then?
Okay.
Gang sure pays off. Hey, what is this, a stick-up?
I'm Special Agent O'Hara. Now, what do you know about the Murkland gang? Nice shooting, Sarge. I'll do the same for you someday.
I'll remember that, Mr. O'Hara.
The name is Ted.
All right, Ted. What did you find out?
Not much. Except that fellow and the one who got away were doing business with Murkland. But I haven't the slightest idea what it is. Oh, how about the Clinton?
It's about a shipment of rare furs from Canada.
$250,000. Well, that sounds more along Murkland's line.
I phoned the fur company, and they said the stuff was being trucked in today.
By what route?
Highway 77, by way of Glenwood.
All right, let's check it. Looks like trouble. O'Hara, special agent. What happened here?
I was forced off the road by a truck. My whole load of furs was hijacked.
Did you see who it was?
No, must have bumped my head when I hit, because I don't remember a thing until I came to just a few minutes ago.
You all right now?
Yeah, I can take care of myself.
Good. Hello, headquarters.
Headquarters, come in.
This is O'Hara. Block all roads in the vicinity of Glenwood. Search all vehicles for a hijacked shipment of furs valued at $250,000.
Dragnet has been thrown out to catch the hijackers of the $250,000 fur shipment.
You might as well go back to town and wait for some results.
On the way in, we can check one of those roadblocks.
Good. Whereabouts is it?
Archer Crossroads, in the vicinity of Fairview.
Roadblock. How are we going to get through with that load of furs?
You kidding? The way that stuff is camouflaged, we got nothing to worry about. Just let me do the talking.
I ain't saying a word.
What are you carrying?
Supplies and gasoline for Millbrook Farm.
Okay, go ahead. Good afternoon, Sergeant Blake.
Hello, Morgan. This is Special Agent O'Hara.
How are you?
Hello, Morgan. Any luck?
Now, a couple of cars. Just one truck went through a few minutes ago carrying a load of gasoline drums.
Were the drums empty?
No, they were full up.
You're sure?
Well, I knocked on them.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, what's the rush?
Remember the infrared photo? 100 steel drum covers?
Yes. You think...
Right, Sarge. And we're going to find out where those gasoline drums are really full of. There she is.
Speed her up and keep going. $250,000 worth of furs gone up in flames.
What's the use of Murkland's setup if he can't cash in on it?
Murkland will cash in.
And what happens when O'Hara gets wise? That plastic surgery job he did on Murkland won't fool him forever.
No one can tell Cameron from Murkland, not even O'Hara.
Besides, we've got Cameron locked up here. So how is anyone going to know it's Murkland holding down Cameron's job as police commissioner?
I tell you, O'Hara is smart. Murkland will pull a boner one of these days, and all of us will go to jail for life. Or hanged. I don't like it.
George sure has his wind up.
Yeah. Looked like he was going to blow his top.
Yeah. And when a guy gets that worried, he can't be trusted.
Did you mail my letter?
You sure I won't do time?
I've explained to you I can't promise you immunity, but I'll do all I can to help you. After all, you'll be a witness against Murkland. I'm sure the court will take that into consideration.
Well, all right. I took care of my end of the deal.
Good. You better go now. And be careful when Benson's around. He might suspect you.
Okay.
What's up?
I don't think Sergeant Blake was seriously hurt. However, I left her at Dr. Anderson's on Lime Street for a checkup, just to be sure.
I hope you're right. She's a very capable policewoman.
Definitely.
Commissioner Cameron. Excuse me, O'Hara. Yes, I understand. I'll give it my personal attention. In the meantime, collect all the information you can concerning the case. Not at all.
The Murkland case?
No, another bad traffic accident. They worry me.
They're serious. More cars being built every day. Well, I'm going back to that garage where the false oil drum bottoms were made. I might find a lead to Murkland. See you later, Commissioner.
Okay, Ted.
By the way, if Frances calls, tell her I'll meet her at my apartment later.
Yes, I will. All right, Duke, that's enough. Well, Cameron, you like talking? No? You better. No use being beat to death. You won't kill me, Murkland. For some reason, you want me alive. Sure I do. Someday I'll fix it so you'll die and be buried as Murkland, master criminal. And I'll go free. As for you, your death would give me nothing but pleasure. Don't talk, George. It'll only be a little while longer. George won't be here in a little while unless he talks. Benson. See what you can do.
Very well.
Duke. You and Slater put him on the table.
Wait a minute. Stop. I'll talk. I sent a special delivery letter to O'Hara. Cameron wrote it.
When did you mail it?
This morning, about 10.
It's already been delivered, Murkland. We'll see. Duke, get a hold of Kramer. Go to O'Hara's apartment and...
This looks like it. This is it.
Easy, Graham. I'll take that letter. Nice shooting, Sarge.
Thanks.
It's too bad they burnt that letter. It must have been a tip on the Murkland case.
And how did they know it was here?
There must be a leak someplace, Sarge.
Suppose we drop a little misinformation.
How's that?
What would Murkland do if he thought this man was still alive and were going to lead us to his hideout?
Sergeant Blake, you're to be promoted. He'd send Duke Graham right into a trap. And with Graham in our hands, we'd have a better chance to get Murkland. Do you have a man who can contact the mob?
Better than that. Duke Graham's ex-girlfriend. Duke double-crossed her, and she'd do anything to get even with him.
Good enough. Let's go.
And what's more, Kramer isn't dead. O'Hara's taken him to the old Clarkston farmhouse near Odenton Junction. He's going to use a truth serum on him.
Hello. Commissioner Cameron, please. Oh, I see. No message. I'll call later. Murkland isn't in.
Well, what are we going to do if Kramer spills?
We can't let that happen. You take one of your men with you and go out there and see to it that Kramer doesn't talk.
Right.
I'll telephone Murkland later and tell him what's happened. I'll get going.
Commissioner, Daily Homicide Squad report.
Thanks. Commissioner Cameron speaking. Oh, hello, Benson. Oh, it's all right. I was just going to call you. What? Duke's walking right smack into a trap. Kramer's dead. Of course I'm sure. I've got the homicide squad's report right here in front of me. Listen, we've got to keep Duke out of trouble. If we have to bump off O'Hara in order to do it, so much the better. Tell Joe to bomb the farmhouse. Get at it right now.
Does it? Now Duke will have to come in the front door. Sit down, Sarge. You might as well be comfortable. Here they come.
I'm ready.
Get around the back of the house. I'll take care of the front.
Duke, this is Joe. O'Hara set a trap for you. Get back and keep them pinned in. I'm going to bomb the house.
Let's get out of here before they get set.
O'Hara seems to outguess us at every turn.
Yeah, he must carry a rabbit's foot. But that kind of luck's got to change sometime.
What are you talking about? It's not luck. It's shrewd, quick thinking. Every time he strikes, he gets a little closer. And another thing. He's asking his chief in Washington to fly out here for a special conference.
You don't think he suspects you, do you?
I don't know. I don't see how he could unless we made a slip-up somewhere. Let's go back over everything that happened from the time I told you to pick up Cameron. Now, what was it?
Well, let's see. Stuffy Marks did the job. I told him to have his cab in front of Cameron's office. Take a look. If you're not Police Commissioner Cameron, I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Swell job, Doc. You're an artist.
Yeah. That's what the judge said when he sent me up the river.
What is this place?
This is a rest home for the mentally afflicted. I'm the physician in charge.
Don't be a fool. I'm Police Commissioner Cameron.
Yes, I know. You think you're the police commissioner, but you're suffering under a very serious derangement. Police Commissioner Cameron is seated there.
Who is this man? You heard what he said. I'm the police commissioner. Victor Murkland. That match-chewing habit will hang you yet. Very clever piece of plastic surgery, Doctor. But you can't get away with it. His voice alone will betray him. Not when I speak in the voice of the commissioner. Listen. All these years in stir haven't been wasted, Cameron. Gave me a chance to study your voice, your walk, and all your mannerisms. As for dress, your wardrobe ought to fit me perfectly. I'll get by, Cameron. Even with Ted O'Hara around.
And if I do say so myself, it was a fine job of face changing.
Not bad. I took over the police commissioner's office that night without anyone getting suspicious.
Yeah. I was in the prison hospital with O'Hara and the next cat. He had a plan to escape, and I had horned in on it.
Get set, Duke.
Get into the hamper, Duke. We made it, baby. Thanks.
What's this bird doing with you?
It's Duke Graham, one of Vic Murkland's mob.
Pleased to meet you.
If he comes out the works, don't blame me. I only bought duds for one. There's a raincoat in the car that he can wear. I only bought one rod. Your pal can use mine. See, I get it back.
You sure thought of everything.
Yeah, and I'm ditching the truck. From here, you're on your own.
Swell, Dane.
You said it. Put the raincoat on and do the driving. I'll dress as we go.
Yeah, I should have been suspicious, but...
Don't alibi. You fell for the frame-up.
O'Hara's plan was perfect. You'd have brought him right here if Frances Blake hadn't reported to me, thinking she was talking to Cameron.
Yeah, that was a break. And when we got to Kelsey's garage... Hello, Kelsey. Phone the chief I'm coming in with a new recruit.
A new recruit, eh? You've got Ted O'Hara, federal agent. He framed you to bring in Murkland.
Don't shoot. This double-crossing rat is my meat. It's like I say, O'Hara's been lucky.
Okay, maybe you're right. I still can't figure out why he sent for Special Deputy Roberts and is holding a meeting in my office tonight.
A trap, to make you give yourself away.
Well, if it is a trap, I'll be the only one that comes out of it alive. Now get this, Duke. He'll be at the office at 8 o'clock.
You understand, Mr. Roberts, I'm going into considerable detail in order to give you a complete picture of the racket.
That's exactly what I want. Don't skip anything.
Mr. Cameron, this is Special Deputy Roberts.
How do you do, Mr. Roberts?
Glad to know you, Commissioner.
We're glad to see you here. I hope you'll be able to help us.
Thank you.
I was just telling Mr. Roberts about the threat to Channel Island Tunnel.
Yes?
And there was one chance in a million that they could be saved. I had inspected the tunnel in the morning.
You mean you'd gone over all of it?
That's right. So my only chance...
What's going to happen to Murkland when this gas knocks him off?
Don't worry about him. He's taking care of himself. Turn around.
And I reached the end of the... Francis. Cameron.
Was it?
It was Duke Graham. He had a gas cylinder on a truck.
Yes, and it was coming from that vent.
Then Murkland must have known of my visit here.
That's right.
That's impossible. How could he have known?
That's what I'm going to find out, Commissioner.
Good idea, Ted.
Well, I've got to be getting back to Washington.
Bye, Commissioner. I'll see you on my next trip.
I hope so.
Bye, Sergeant.
Goodbye, Mr. Roberts.
I'll drive you to the station.
Okay, Ted.
This Murkland case has the commissioner's office worried.
Yes, and the commissioner's office has me worried.
How's that?
All of our moves we have talked over in the commissioner's office somehow got back to the Murkland gang.
But Commissioner Cameron has such a fine record. Surely you don't believe that...
I don't believe anything until I prove it. Besides, the commissioner has a secretary, Mr. Hayden.
Him?
That's just what we're going to find out.
Oh, it's you.
Or a reasonable facsimile thereof. Is O'Hara here?
No. Can I help you?
Well, I have this urgent message for him. It requires prompt action. I wonder...
Well, perhaps you could leave it for the commissioner. He'll be in shortly.
That's an idea.
I'll be glad to see that he gets it.
Thank you. I'll be back later if anyone calls.
Good.
Benson Sanitarium.
Hello, Benson. Murkland.
Yes?
I just got a hot tip through O'Hara that ought to net us plenty. There's a painting waiting to be shipped to the London Art Museum, worth at least $250,000.
Oh, Duke's here, ready to go. Where is it?
The Andrew Art Gallery office in the Andrew Building. Now, here's the way I want it handled.
Okay, Sarge.
But you proved your point.
Not quite. Now comes the showdown with Hayden.
That'll be a pleasure to see.
Listen, Sarge, we're dealing with a pretty sharp character. And it might be better at this time if we split up.
What for?
Well, in case anything happens to me, you'll be in a spot where you can finish the job.
Well, I hope nothing happens to you.
Thanks. After you get someone to take care of this mess, meet me at my place. See you later.
What are you doing here? Someone might have seen you.
Can't be much worse than it is now. That picture deal you had me touted on had a nice frame on it.
What are you talking about? I've got the letter right there on my desk.
Sure, and O'Hara used it as a bait for a neat trap.
O'Hara? Yes?
O'Hara to see you.
O'Hara? Send him in. Hello, O'Hara. Anything new?
I believe so, Commissioner. Would you mind coming in, Hayden?
Well?
I have evidence that indicates someone in this office has sold out to Murkland.
Why, that's ridiculous. Next thing you'll be telling me that Hayden is a member of Murkland's gang.
Strangely enough, that's just the way the evidence points.
But
You received a sealed envelope from Francis addressed to me.
Sure, and I gave it to the commissioner just as she said.
The information in that envelope somehow got to Duke Graham. And Hayden was the only one who handled it.
That's not true. Baxter also had it. He relieved me for lunch.
Baxter? Who's he?
A relief man hired some time ago, incidentally on Hayden's recommendation.
All right. Get me Baxter's card. I'll check on him. Meanwhile, Hayden, you're to be available for further questioning.
Of course.
I just can't believe it, O'Hara.
Lots of strange twists and turns in this business, Commissioner. I'll check with you later.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know. But if O'Hara's got his finger on this office, it's liable to get rough. Maybe we can... Come in. What is it now?
I'm sorry, sir, but I hope you didn't believe that
I'm sorry, too, Hayden, but I can't commit myself. O'Hara has complete charge of the Murkland case, and all I can do is lend assistance wherever he needs it.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you.
I think Hayden might suspect something.
How could he miss with you chewing on that matchstick? A Murkland trademark known to every copper in the country. No, the only way out of this is to take Hayden for a ride.
It's not a bad idea.
But I can't talk to you now. I must talk to O'Hara. I know where Murkland is.
All right, I'll find Ted. In the meantime, you better come up to his apartment and wait for him there.
Where is O'Hara's apartment? 509 Elm. All right, I'll leave immediately.
I guess you might as well close up shop here.
Think so?
What else with that guy on the loose?
Who said he's on the loose? You heard him say where he was going, didn't you?
So?
Hayden will be waiting at O'Hara's apartment.
Who is it? O'Hara.
difficult to believe that Hayden sold out to Murkland, but his note certainly proves it.
The note's authentic. Murkland's signature is on it.
Hello, O'Hara. You found the leak in my office and sealed it. My compliments to you.
No, Commissioner. There's still a leak from this office.
Well, I don't understand.
Hayden phoned that he was coming up to my place. Murkland sent Duke Graham there to kill him. Therefore, Murkland must have been tipped off on Hayden's phone call.
True, but he could have called from any place between here and your hotel.
No, he used a department phone.
How do you arrive at that?
He put the call in only a few minutes after he left your office, before he had time to leave the building. So it was someone here that tipped off Murkland. And I think it was Baxter, Hayden's assistant.
Baxter? Yes, of course. I should have thought of that. I'll call him in.
Not yet. We can't prove anything. We'll make him expose his hand.
You have it planned, I suppose.
After I leave, have Baxter send in a stenographer and dictate a memo stating that he's to be arrested for having sold out to Murkland. Let Baxter overhear you.
You mean, leave the door open?
No, that might make him suspicious. Listen.
Lewis robbery case. No, there's no further information on.
Just forget to turn off the inter-office communication system when you send Baxter for the stenographer. Understand?
Perfectly.
Good. If Baxter's guilty, and I believe he is, he'll get out of here fast and beat it to Murkland.
And you'll be outside to trail him?
Exactly.
I hope it works.
I think it will, Commissioner. I'll see you later.
Good.
Dr. Benson. Yes, Murkland, I'll put him on.
Duke.
Yeah, Chief, Duke speaking.
O'Hara thinks Baxter's one of my men. Well, it could work to our benefit. Tell you what you do. Get over here right away, and I'll send Baxter out into the alley through the back door.
Can't you watch the parking lot better from the street?
Yes, but Baxter might come out of the rear door. He may not use his car. We can watch both exits better from here. Take a look up the alley.
Ted. It's Duke Graham. Let's get him.
Wait a minute. Let's see what happens.
Look, Baxter. Come on.
Not yet.
But they hit him.
Sarge, I don't like to see a policeman hurt any more than you do. Baxter's already hit and we can't help him now. Besides, I want to trail him. Let's go.
Something's haywire. Baxter falls for your trap. He runs out the back door and is knocked out by Duke, who drives off with him. It doesn't add up.
Does to me. I thought this might happen. That's why I wanted to watch the rear door.
But if Baxter is one of Murkland's men...
He isn't. Baxter's an honest cop.
I still don't get it.
I'll explain later. Duke's pulling up by the farmhouse.
Get that rope there to tie him up with.
All right, get him up. Keep him covered while I put the cuffs on him. Good work, Baxter. How are you doing?
All right, I guess. I'm still in one piece.
Say, what's this all about, O'Hara?
First, let me ask you a question. Did Commissioner Cameron send you out the back way?
Yeah, he wanted some aspirin. For some reason or other, sent me out the back door.
There's your answer, Francis. Cameron thought I suspected Baxter of selling out to Murkland and planned to have him taken for a ride.
But why?
To draw me off the track. But what he didn't realize was the plan I outlined to him could work two ways. If Baxter had been guilty, and I was sure he wasn't, it would have exposed him. But Duke showed up, and Cameron was the only one that knew of the trap.
Then Commissioner Cameron...
Exactly. Commissioner Cameron is sold out to Murkland.
I can't believe it.
There's no other answer. Take care of that man, will you, Baxter?
Right.
Sarge, we've got a date with the commissioner. Let's go.
Oh, O'Hara? Sergeant? Did you follow Baxter?
Yes.
Good. Tell me about it.
The game's up, Commissioner. We know you've been working with Murkland. Sergeant, phone the district attorney and ask him to come here.
Now, wait a minute, O'Hara.
Save it for the DA. Go ahead, Francis.
Well, looks like I got here just in time. Drop that phone.
We're leaving, O'Hara. We're taking Sergeant Blake with us. Either we go free or she dies. Take care of O'Hara if he tries to follow. Get back to the wheel, sister. You're driving. Slow it down.
roadblock on. Police barricades. There's no way out of town. Railway and bus stations are guarded. The airport's...
You weren't trying to run out on us, were you?
No, but we've all got to leave town, and I thought that...
Suppose you shut up and let me do the thinking around here. You don't think I went into this without a plan, do you? You know why I've been keeping Cameron alive?
Sure I do, but if the law finds him...
They'll find him, all right. They'll find his charred body in the burned ruins of this joint. He'll be identified as a wanted commissioner. The hunt will be over, and we move to new hunting ground.
Well, why don't we get at it?
Yeah, what are we waiting for? Hey, what is that stuff anyway?
Sodium pentothal. It won't hurt you.
We're waiting for money. All of our ready cash is hidden in the closet at the commissioner's office.
You mean you want me to go in there and stick my neck in a noose?
Now, wait a minute. You're not expecting anybody to come back to the office, so it won't be guarded. You can take Slocum with you and be in and out of there in 3 minutes. We can't make a move without money.
Okay. You win.
That's better. Now, it's hidden in a secret compartment that I had built there. So you can stick around here until about 10 o'clock and then make your move.
Okay, we're all set.
Get him up, Duke. I found the bag this afternoon and took the money. Finishes Duke Graham.
But it still leaves us on a blind trail.
Not quite, Francis. I'll have the coroner send Duke's clothes over to my place. Now, here's your job. Go to the phone company and make a check on all phone calls from this office.
Right, Ted.
We should have heard from Duke by now.
I'll get panicky, you call. You better take it.
Benson Sanitarium, Dr. Benson speaking.
This is Slocum. O'Hara trapped us. The money's gone and they've got Duke.
All right. Go into hiding, but don't come here.
Right.
Bring Cameron in here.
Right.
Hello, Sarge. What'd you find out?
Here's a list of phone calls from Cameron's office. Most of them went to the chief of police.
Naturally.
And after that, the DA.
Mm-hmm, and then the mayor.
No. After the DA, most of them went to Benson Sanitarium.
I know where it is. And it clicks. The sleeve of Duke Graham's coat shows an indication of sodium pentothal, a drug used in the treatment of mental patients.
Then maybe the sanitarium is Murkland's hideout.
That's just what we're going to find out, Sarge. Let's go.
All right, put on your clothes.
Well, what is this, Murkland? Lost your nerve? Do as you're told, unless you want a shot in the back.
Call the district attorney?
Yes, he said he'd be out himself.
Here are your personal effects.
What's the idea, Murkland? Don't tell me O'Hara's finally caught up with you. Not with me. But he did find out that Commissioner Cameron is working with Murkland. There's a manhunt on for the commissioner. You're gonna find him. Dead.
He's out cold.
Okay, that's better than drugging him. We'll put him in his room, start the fire, and clear out.
Okay. All set.
Stall him, see if you can get rid of him.
Hello, Mr. O'Hara. I'm glad to see you again.
Thanks. Where have you got Commissioner Cameron?
Commissioner Cameron? What would he be doing here? I've just read he was in trouble, but...
Then why did he telephone here all the time?
Telephone?
That's right, Benson.
Oh, yes. He had a niece who was a patient of mine for quite some time. He used to make inquiries about her daily.
All right, where's Vic Murkland? Here's his trademark.
You saved my life, O'Hara. Glad I was able to reciprocate by killing Murkland.
Murkland? Well, then, who...
Send in a fire alarm. What do you got, O'Hara?
Got Cameron and Murkland. I'm not sure which is which.
How are you, McLean? So Murkland even fooled the district attorney. Dr. Benson there did a plastic surgery job on Murkland some time ago, and he's been holding down my office ever since.
All right, Al, take him away. A most amazing case.
One that'll be remembered by my department for a long time.
That's right, Ted. G-men never forget.